Psych painting live. No one's going to be watching this early on in the stream. I don't even know if anybody's going to be watching, but let's paint some paintings. Sorry about the sound. My phone's in the way. I'm just going to use the generic brown and mix in a little water with it. And I'm gonna paint a cat. I think so. I have an art show coming up. So I painted a flower first. One thing to remember about when they're painting, there's no rules. Usually there's paint, not always, but sometimes there's canvases. But not always. Sometimes people paint without canvases. And yeah. I have a frazzled face. And his legs aren't even going to be attached. Got like a big chunk of paint there. Whatever. Maybe his tail shouldn't even be attached. It's just going to be a tail. I think that's good enough for now. I wonder if you could build an audience painting. Bob Ross had an audience. I don't even know how that sounds. That's looking good so far. What colors go to what? I'm using some neon paints. They're very transparent. Ooh, that I put pink and green down, and they don't go together. I realize that's every color of every primary color. Pink is red and white. Green is the mixture of yellow and blue. And we mix them all together, they get ugly. I imagine this show will be easier one day when there's live people watching and commenting. But you gotta start somewhere. You gotta start at the very bottom. I guess it would help if your channel had more subscribers, but I don't have more subscribers. You know? Yeah. I didn't bring my cloth with me. Big deal. Big deal. I'll just muddy up the green, muddy up the pink. Who cares? It's frickin' 20. What year is it? It's 2019. There's no rules anymore. Or there's more rules than there were before. There's more rules than there were before. But who cares? Who likes them rules anyway? My go-to color is orange for the cats. So I'm wondering if I should paint this one orange. It's yellow and red. See, it looks really brown there where it gets mixed together. I'm just going to continue on with the green. I'm not going to go back and forth colors. So yeah, rules of painting. You get a brush. Oh, no, that's not a rule. Brushes aren't rules. So you get paint or whatever your medium is, and then you use it and you put it places where they weren't before. And then you get art. It's freaking easy. Oops, too much brown. Brown will muck anything up. Not really. It's really good for creating shadows on flesh tones. Burnt umber, I think, is the color I want to use. This is psychiatric painting with Perry. Let's see. That brings us to our first segment, the mental health check. I'm doing really freaking good when it comes to my mental health. I'm actually kind of amazed on how well I'm doing. What it was I had a friend over, just a place to crash while she was in town, and we talked a lot, and it was awesome because I got to open up, and I truly got to be myself for the first time, and I've never had that experience fully, and it was eye-opening for many reasons. The biggest thing, I guess this is the mental health check. I was so mean to myself, and I would never give myself a chance. I'm doing better now, giving myself a chance. One of the biggest things was she said that I talk myself down like a way that like a friend would never talk down to you, and that was so powerful. It, it made me cry because it really hit me in that moment. It was like I gotta treat myself like a friend and be nice to myself. God damn, it's been awesome. All right. Let's get some of that paint off the brush. Shit. I probably did that way too early in the show. Is there a time on this? 9 minutes. Nobody viewed. So much time spent alone when you're streaming. Was thinking about doing this on Facebook, because then I at least know some people will watch. But why did I decide to do it on YouTube instead? Maybe I just wanted to be alone. Alone. Psychiatric painting with Perry. It's a show that I did on YouTube. I started it because I was feeling really down and I felt like I had no one to talk to. And so it was an opportunity to talk to myself. My very first episode, I had black eyes, and I didn't have it for any good reason. I gave myself the black eyes. What was I even thinking? Hurting myself. But you get in these depressive modes, I guess. I mean, that's why people commit suicide. Not why, but I mean, people do commit suicide, and that's the ultimate form of self harm. And I don't know, like I've definitely had fleeting thoughts of suicide, lots, but they're they're dumb thoughts, and you wouldn't, a friend wouldn't, a friend wouldn't treat yourself that way. So I paint cats. It's a form of my mental health check. Painting is very therapeutic, and I recommend it to anybody. You don't have to be good at art. Heck, look at this. Heck, look at this. So you could schedule live broadcasts on YouTube. Maybe that's what I need to do. I'll schedule one tomorrow. Maybe. Maybe. Usually the streams start, the ones that I've seen, they start with like a couple minutes, just waiting for the audience to kind of settle down. There's a bit of chat activity. Kind of fun. But it's like 3 minutes. So it's the one that I've been watching recently. I wonder if this is any good. Nope. No good. Just kidding. That's what mean self would say. Gotta stop that behavior. Stop being so mean. You're better than that. But being able to identify how mean I was, that was huge in itself. Because I was in denial about it before. That was fine. I'm pretty sure I loved myself. Okay. Thinking about streaming maybe video games too. Yeah, microphone is working. Gonna get some white. I don't really leave any white on the canvas. I always cover it all with paint. No blank spots, please. Use some of that neon pink, but then I mix some white into it. Makes it a little stronger. I guess I'll work on those flowers next. Start with yellow, and then I'll move to blue. Oh, I better use neon. I'm using neon for this whole freaking painting. So I got some pink on my brush. Not a big deal. I'll just put it in the water. Shit. This neon blue is old. Ugh. It's got a big chunk of paint in it. It's gross. I'm glad that happened off camera. Let's see. Should have got neon yellow too. Start with that. So I want to wipe the brush off of the yellow when I'm done this. Whatever. Ooh, there's a lot of blue. Kind of all squeezed out at once. It'd be kind of cool to do a segment of the show where, you know what, it would be kind of cool if just people watched. Ugh. Shit, got some yellow in there. I don't want it too green. Because, of course, when you mix blue and yellow, you get green. This has been primary color teachings. Green is a secondary color. There are 3 primary colors: red, yellow, blue. You cannot create these colors with any other colors. Same with white. You can't create white with any other colors. But you can create black with other colors. Really, all you need is the 3 primary colors. I'm assuming you need, yes, yellow, and more red and brown. I've never been able to mix black very good, but I tried a few times. I don't think I'll be doing it on the stream. I won't be mixing no paints. Mm. uh, yeah, I do need some green for the flower here, but I think I'll get to that. I'm gonna paint the orange first. Neon colors for everything. Ooh, I'm gonna need that bigger paintbrush, but it's all wet. Oh shit. All right, orange. Don't want to get much of these colors. The pink's not so bad, but the green's terrible. Adding that blue into the orange, because orange is a secondary color too. It's just red and yellow. So when you add the pink into it, it's just like adding a little bit of red and a little bit of white. So it doesn't wreck anything. But you add that green into it, or which is yellow and blue, it makes it mucky. Which I got some blue there. I think yeah, it's my art style. I'm gonna paint black lines over everything. Feeling like a stranger to my happiness. Been listening to a lot of Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings. I never really got to experience her music much while she was alive. I guess I did, and I was sad when she passed. I don't know. You know, people pass away all the time. Um, it seems like, oh, 20, oh, was it 2016? 2016, such a bad year. So many people died, like Sharon Jones and whoever else died. But I mean, whatever. Death is a part of life. Sure, these people who have great followings will be missed after they die, but their work will continue on um, for a little while if it's truly timeless. That is, well, you'll always exist in history. So brown. If you mix brown and blue together, that was my best successes with making black. So brown is kind of got a lot of red and yellow in it. Sometimes when I'm done with all the colors on my palette, I'll put them in a jar. Depends if I'm using good paints. I'm not using good paints today. I'm using some pretty, in my mind, they're inferior because they're less opaque, but that's just my art style. Some people really love to use the opaqueness, high transparency. I mean, I like to use the high opaqueness. Opaque. See, haven't been great at painting in the lines. My kindergarten teacher taught me how to paint wrong. My kindergarten teacher taught me how to paint wrong. So I don't have a cell phone. I'm one of the rare people my age demographic in this part of the world that don't have a cell phone because it is rare. Everyone has a cell phone. Everybody just assumes I have a cell phone too, but I don't. I used to paint heavily in layers. Like I'd paint the background first, and then I would paint the background cat. That would just paint like orange over top of everything. Um, Sometimes I still do that. Usually the eyes, I'll do that still. I'll paint the cat, and then I'll draw the eyes. I didn't do it today, uh, but yeah, sometimes I do. I want to cover that blue up with it's not going to work too well. Like I said, it's a high transparency with these colors. You're gonna really be able to see the brush strokes in this painting, which is awesome. Too bad I couldn't get like a neon black, but does that even exist? Neon white. That might exist. I want to get some metallic colors and mess around with some metallics. I got a silver from the dollar store. It's not bad, but it'd be kind of cool to mess around more with it. There's a big glob of brown paint on that paw. Felt really dirty. Whatever. Cats can have dirty feet. It didn't wipe its feet off in the sandbox. Gross. Time for my next segment. It's poem time. I call this poem Disabled. I am able, far from stable. Art fulfills, and so does pills. Over and over, cycle. In bed, the blankets pull. Starting again to see the sun. Finding again how to have fun. Getting sight to get a date. feeling good in the state. Government label, I'm disabled. Plans of action, off the table. Making life the best of it, not taking my own negative shit. I accept the disabled label, just for now, but I do feel able. Much love, Garrett Perry. Top it off with a cherry. I noticed that all my it looks backwards. Am I streaming backwards? Because I have to recreate all my title cards. Well, that's all of them. Just had the title for the show. Okay. I'm gonna mix a little bit of red in with that green to dull it. Oh look, I already mixed the pink into it a little bit. That'll be fine. Oh, that might be too much. See, it doesn't look so bad. I don't think she's gonna come to me. Nah, she doesn't want to be chilled. She's probably thirsty, actually. Looks like her water dish is empty. But you'll have to thirst. Oh no, I got some orange mixed in there, making it even dirtier. Oh, I should have painted a vase. Yeah. No Facebook messages this whole time? I've been waiting for people to message me. I've been sending out messages. That's the only way I have contact with the world. Like I said earlier in the stream, I do not have a cell phone. And people find it weird. They don't accept me without a cell phone. I don't want to use a. I kind of want to paint crazy lines. I should have wrote more poems. Let this paint dry. Or wait, I shouldn't be doing or the top of the wet paint first. Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna put little smiley faces in the flowers. Just struck me right now. They're happy little flowers. And this cat is confused. Usually my cats are all sad. And I started painting sad face. I'm like, no, I want to start painting happy cats. So that's why this one has a frazzled lip. It's like, that's a happy side. That's the sad side. I should do like different whiskers. These ones are going to go all up because they're happy whiskers. But these ones are going to go down because they're sad whiskers. I'm glad my microphone isn't in the shot. This is quite a tight squeeze. I had to pull back. I had to pull back the canvas I was trying to get it in frame for like 5 minutes. I'm like, oh shit, it just moved backwards. Maybe some nails. And I'm finished, so I'll sign my name. So anybody in the live chat, if you want to ask any questions, I'll answer them now. No, I'm not wearing pants, but I am wearing underwear at least. I don't want to scare off the cat. I like cats. I paint cats. This one has flowers. It's really wild. Anyway, that's the end of my stream. I thought it would take me longer, but I'm lazy painter. I didn't really feel like doing this, to be honest. But I thought I should. I've been dreaming about it. Bye.